लाशें पड़ी हुई थी, कोई पूछने वाला नहीं था। बाहर से मलबे में से लाशें निकल रही थी।
To those who died at the Sangam, we feel you, all of us.
कार्ड यहाँ पे लावारिस है, इसका मतलब ये लोग कहाँ चले गए?
हम लोग उठा रहे हैं, गिर रहे हैं, लोग कितने कुचल भी गए।
सब कुछ फेल होती नजर आ रही है।
You must have woken up before dawn, wrapped in the soft chill of the river breeze. You would have folded your hands. You must have whispered prayers meant only for the gods. You would have gone to the Sangam believing that water would cleanse you, that the sins of lifetimes would wash away. But it was not the rivers that took you. It was us.
ये आप देखेंगे एक ट्रैक्टर भर करके यहाँ से कपड़े, लत्ते, चप्पल सब कुछ ले जाया जा रहा है। भगदड़ के जो निशानियां हैं उसको हटाया जा रहा है।
कम से कम 7-8 ट्रैक्टर रहे।
We promised you safety, we promised order, we promised technology. And yet, when the moment came, when the crowd thickened, when panic gripped the air, when the barricades broke, there was no one to save you. The drones that were supposed to monitor you hung useless in the sky. The AI-powered surveillance meant to predict danger watched you die in silence. The 7-layer security ring meant to protect you collapsed like a house of cards. We told ourselves this Maha Kumbh would be different, that New India had finally learned that faith and modernity could walk hand in hand. But the problem was never just the system. The problem to a great degree was also us.
अरे एकदम से भीड़ आई, उन्होंने पूरा रौंद दिया, उसको रौंद दिया, हमको रौंद दिया।
Did you hear the first scream before you fell? Did you feel the push of bodies too close? Did you clutch your child's hand only to feel it ripped from yours in the surge? Did you pray one last time for a breath that never came? Some of you were crushed before you even realized what was happening. Some of you gasped for air as feet trampled over you. Some of you reached out for help, for mercy, for something to hold on to, but found only the cold, unyielding weight of bodies collapsing over you. And after it was over, we found the pieces of your lives left behind. A pair of sandals separated, a bag torn open, a shawl soaked in the dust of the holy banks, silent witnesses to a death that should never have happened.
हम बोलते भी जा रहे थे कि हमारी मॉम की डेथ हो गई है तो उठा लो हमको, तो कोई नहीं उठा रहा था।
This wasn't the first time, was it? You weren't the first to die because patience is a forgotten virtue in this country. We push before the train stops, we honk before the traffic light turns green, we squeeze past each other in airport queues, at cinema halls, at temple doors, because waiting is for the weak and rules are for others. But we're not just a reckless people, we're also a negligent state. We throw numbers at our problems: 50,000 security personnel, 2,760 CCTV cameras, underwater drones, AI-powered crowd monitoring. And then we leave people to fend for themselves in a stampede. The state should have done more. More order, more control, more urgency when it mattered. But what good are rules when no one follows them? The people should have done more as well. More patience, more restraint, more understanding that devotion does not demand destruction. But what use is discipline when the system collapses?
और ये तो सिर्फ लापरवाही का नतीजा है।
से लोग उस तरफ से लोग उस तरफ से लोग इस तरफ से लोग, बैरिकेडिंग क्यों नहीं था?
And now you're gone. 30 of you will never return home. 60 of you carry wounds you will never fully heal from. The rest of you will live with the terror of that morning forever. And when the next Kumbh comes, they will clean the ghats, raise new barricades and promise that this time things will be different. But we have heard this before, and so have you. Your death was not fate. This was not destiny. This was not God's will. This was a choice. And if we do not change, if we keep choosing failure, chaos and the same old mistakes, we will fail you again.